Like the Rocky franchise before it, it's clear that Creed can go the distance. With the third installment hitting theaters soon, here's the tale of the tape on this hard-hitting sequel. The first two Creed films were both released in November 25th, 2015, and November 21st, 2018 to be exact. But Creed 3 is bucking the trend. Originally, it was supposed to hit theaters in November 2022, but now it's been moved back to March 3rd, 2023. Why the change from late fall to late winter/early spring? Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was released in November 22, so it's a good bet that United Artists and Warner Brothers didn't want to compete with that Marvel blockbuster. And it's likely Ryan Coogler, the director of Wakanda Forever and an executive producer on Creed 3, didn't want to compete with himself. So why not move it to November 2023? Most likely because Warner Brothers is releasing another massive film that month, Dune Part 2, and chances are good the studio doesn't want two of its biggest films duking it out for box office dominance.
Now we past talking.
Then maybe you just have to find him.
In the first Creed film, our titular hero entered the world of prize fighting with the cancer-stricken Rocky Balboa as his mentor. With the former champ by his side, Adonis Donnie Creed grappled with his father's complicated legacy and trained for a championship fight. The sequel saw Donnie and Rocky dealing with the father-son pugilists Ivan and Victor Drago. Ivan fought Rocky in Rocky IV after killing Donnie's dad, Apollo Creed, in the ring. Despite coming to terms with his family history, the past isn't done with Adonis Creed just yet. In the third installment of the franchise, which takes place 7 years after the second film, everything seems to be going right for Donnie. He's the light heavyweight champion, his musician wife Bianca is successful in her own right, and everything is going great with their daughter, Mara. But that's when Dame Anderson shows up. Damien and Donnie were childhood friends, but while the young Creed found success in the ring, Damien wound up in prison for 18 years. Now he's out, and he's got some serious issues with his former friend. A boxer himself, Damien feels robbed of his career, and he's here to take everything Adonis has. Once like brothers, these two rivals will have to settle their differences inside the ring. The trailer for Creed 3 digs into Donnie's relationship with Dame. After Donnie thanks the people in his life for their success,
Bianca, Rocky, my dad. This is built on their shoulders.
a quick flashback shows Donnie and Dame as young boys, arms in the air, surrounded by cops. This is likely the incident that sent Damien to prison for 18 years. When his old friend is free, Donnie invites Dame back to the gym, and he's an absolute monster in the ring. Naturally, animosity builds.
You think you mad? Try spending half your life in a cell, watching somebody else live your life. I'm coming for everything.
The trailer ends with the two titans throwing down in the ring in the match touted as the Battle for Los Angeles. Creed 3 features an absolutely stacked cast of Hollywood A-listers. Michael B. Jordan reprises the role of Adonis Donnie Creed, and Tessa Thompson also returns to play Bianca. Their daughter Amara is played by Mila Davis Kent. Other returning familiar faces include Felicia Rashad as Donnie's mom, Marianne Creed, and Wood Harris as Tony Little Duke Evers, Creed's trainer. We'll also get to see the return of Florian Montiano as Victor Drago. A new addition to the cast is Jonathan Majors as Dame Anderson. Majors has made quite a name for himself recently, starring in projects like the horror series Lovecraft Country and the western The Harder They Fall. Of course, he's also appeared as He Who Remains in Loki, and is set to be the MCU's next big bad as Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Boxing fans should also keep an eye out for cameos too. Multiple-time champion Canelo Alvarez will be making his acting debut in the film, and former cruiserweight champion Tony Bellew will reprise his role as Ricky Conlon, the antagonist of the first Creed film. Unfortunately, one major player who won't be coming back in Creed 3 is Sylvester Stallone. In July 2022, he explained to Metro, "I bowed out of that one. I just didn't know if there was any part for me." Saying the third film takes things in a different direction, Stallone offered encouragement, saying, "I wish them well and keep punching." But Stallone was a bit more critical in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, saying, "It was taken in a direction that is quite different than I would have taken it. I'm much more of a sentimentalist. I like my heroes getting beat up, but I just don't want them going into that dark space. I just feel people have enough darkness." After parts on TV shows including The Wire and Friday Night Lights, Michael B. Jordan finally found A-list stardom by teaming up with director Ryan Coogler and playing in a trio of powerful films: Fruitvale Station, Black Panther, and Creed. Now, after 2 decades in the business, Jordan is stepping behind the camera for the first time to direct Creed 3.
It's something I'm eternally grateful for.
According to Variety, Jordan said in a press conference, "I finally got to this place in my career where I wanted to tell a story and not just be in front of the camera, not just execute somebody else's vision." Jordan has gotten wisdom from some of the best. According to Empire, he's learned about directing while acting from Denzel Washington and Bradley Cooper. He also received guidance from Ryan Coogler. Jordan shared that Coogler told him, "It's never the right time. You've just got to jump in the deep end and go for it." As for the screenplay, Jordan will be working off a script written by Zach Baylin and Keenan Coogler, who also worked with Ryan Coogler on the story.